More on this, let's bring in Trump's senior advisor for national security and intelligence and former deputy director of national intelligence, Kash Patel. Kash, good to see you. I want to get your take on this Iran story and the threat to Donald Trump. How real is it? And what concerns me is that this could be cover for Homeland Security and their lack of willingness to provide protection to Donald Trump, and maybe a prelude for what's to come.
It's great to be with you guys, and I think you're absolutely right. And I just want to say at the outset, I have not received the briefing, so I think I'm able to speak a little more freely here based on my experience. But you just heard the Secretary of State. I want to set the backdrop that he laid out, that the Secretary of State for Biden, Harris, Tony Blinken, they've been viewing and tracking this very intensely for a long time. Now, when you add that together and run it into the fact that a Pakistani national has been convicted in federal court of an assassination attempt backed by Iran against President Trump just last week, and then you know the Iranians hacked the Trump campaign and shoveled that information over to the Biden-Harris officials. And lastly, you also know that Ruth, the assassin from just the other week in Palm Beach, publicly called for the Iranian regime to murder President Trump. If Tony Blinken and his intelligence community has been tracking this very intensely for a long time, what in the world have they been waiting for to brief President Trump and beef up his security as we have been requesting for the last 2 years? It is an intentional failure of leadership by the FBI, the IC, the State Department, and everyone else to jeopardize this man's life for political reasons. And that's exactly what they are doing. And I'm happy to get into the capabilities behind what the Iranians can do.
Well, Kash, the Biden and Harris administration has been a cadre of bootlickers when it comes to the Iranian regime from day one, trying to get back, trying to restore the Iran nuclear deal. They have emboldened, empowered, and enriched Iran to the tune of more than $122 billion. That the Middle East is on fire because of Biden and Harris, because October 7th happened because of Biden and Harris indirectly funneling money to Iran so Iran can fund all of its terror proxies. And they stand back immorally and in the most un-American way and let this happen. Hacking and assassination plots against Donald Trump because it benefits them.
You're absolutely right. It's disgraceful, their conduct. It might even be borderline unconstitutional. They are intentionally standing down the intelligence apparatus of this country. They are reprioritizing intelligence collections efforts for climate change and reprogramming agencies and departments based on DEI and white rage rather than what we did in the Trump administration, which is take on our adversaries head on. Iran, we shut them down from giving a nuclear bomb. And as you just noted, the Harris regime gave them $7 billion, and now they have one. The Iranians, we took out Qasem Soleimani under President Trump and shut down the IRGC and the Quds Force. And thanks to these guys, they are now halfway back into the Iran nuclear deal. And look at some of the folks that Biden and Harris have utilized for enhancing their relationship with Iran. Robert Malley, the special envoy, the super genius behind the original JCPOA, has been suspended by the FBI for mishandling classified information about Iran. And we get no details about it. He gets fired essentially from the State Department, and he goes off to teach at a lofty university while the American public is left blind. This type of intelligence capabilities from Iran take months and months and months to put out and plan, and they have the patience to do it. But our intelligence community, when focused on the threat, has the ability to detect it and prevent it and shut it down. And the Biden-Harris regime has intentionally delayed and only gave President Trump a briefing when he requested it. They weren't even proactive in going and defending this man because they don't want to.
Kash, real quick, only about 30 seconds. You mentioned you could talk about the capabilities of Iran to carry out this assassination. What are they?
They have covert action programs. They have a lot of money now that they can run. They have cyber capabilities. They are installing people into America through the southern border. So they are using a variety of factors. So they've got a long range of capabilities. And Sean, I just want to say, I was up in Wisconsin. We had a great time on the Team Trump tour. So it is a little bit uplifting to know that great Americans are up there in Beaver Dam and Appleton and Waukesha.
Did you have cheese curds?
I had them twice.
Good man. Then you got your Wisconsin experience. Kash Patel, always great to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I just want to make clear, just the $122 billion is from oil that has been exported by Iran that they have refused to stop. They, meaning Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. It's been sold to China and other nations. $122 billion at least.
Printing cash with Joe Biden.